In the misty coastal town of Morro Bay, California, the ocean's serene beauty often masks its lurking dangers. This stretch of the central California coastline is known for its rugged cliffs, fog-shrouded mornings, and the deep, cold waters of the Pacific that teem with marine life. It was here, on Christmas Eve of 2021, that the calm surface of the sea gave way to a tragedy that would forever alter the lives of those who knew and loved Tomas Butterfield. Today we will tell you the story about the brutal shark attack on Tomas Butterfield. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Tomas, a 42-year-old engineer, was a man deeply connected to the ocean. Growing up in Sacramento, he spent much of his childhood exploring California's diverse landscapes, but it was the coast that always drew him back. The ocean, with its ever-changing moods and mysterious depths, was where he felt most at home. Whether it was surfing, swimming, or simply watching the waves crash against the shore, Tomas found solace in the sea's embrace. In December 2021, Tomas decided to spend the holidays in Morro Bay, a place he had visited often. The small beach town was a refuge from the bustle of city life, a place where he could unwind and reconnect with nature. He was looking forward to some peaceful days of surfing and enjoying the quiet beauty of the coast. On the morning of December 24th, the day began like any other. The air was crisp, with a slight chill that hinted at the winter season, but the sky was clear, and the ocean was calm. Tomas set out early, eager to catch the morning waves. He grabbed his surfboard and headed to the shore, the familiar sound of the surf greeting him as he approached the water. The waves that day were gentle, perfect for a relaxing session. Tomas paddled out, feeling the cool water against his skin, the rhythmic motion of the sea guiding him. As he moved further from the shore, the world around him became a quiet, meditative space, where the only sounds were the distant calls of seabirds and the soft lapping of the waves. But beneath the surface, something much more dangerous was stirring. Unbeknownst to Tomas, a large great white shark was prowling the waters near Morro Bay. These apex predators, often drawn to the area by the abundance of seals and other marine life, are powerful and unpredictable. While shark attacks are rare, the presence of a great white in the vicinity always carries an element of risk. Tomas was about 100 yards from the shore, enjoying the solitude and the peace of the open water. As he waited for the next set of waves, the shark, likely mistaking him for prey, made its move. With astonishing speed and power, the great white struck. The impact was sudden and devastating. The shark's powerful jaws clamped down on Tomas, its razor-sharp teeth tearing through flesh and bone with terrifying efficiency. The force of the attack knocked Tomas off his board, and in a matter of seconds, the water around him turned crimson. Despite the shock and the intense pain, Tomas tried to fight back, but the damage was too severe. The shark, after delivering its fatal bite, disappeared into the depths as quickly as it had appeared, leaving Tomas alone in the water. For a few agonizing moments, Tomas struggled to stay afloat, but the injuries he sustained were catastrophic, and he lost consciousness within minutes. His body, now lifeless, floated in the water, a tragic end to what had started as a peaceful morning. Back on the shore, other surfers and beachgoers noticed Tomas's motionless body and rushed to his aid. They pulled him from the water, desperately trying to revive him, but it was too late. The severity of his injuries, particularly the massive blood loss, meant that nothing could be done to save him. Tomas Butterfield was pronounced dead at the scene, his life tragically cut short by one of nature's most fearsome predators. The news of Tomas's death spread quickly, sending shockwaves through the community of Morro Bay and beyond. For those who knew him, the loss was incomprehensible. Tomas was a kind, thoughtful man who loved the ocean and respected its power. To lose him in such a violent and sudden way was devastating. In the days that followed, friends and family gathered to remember Tomas. They spoke of his passion for life, his love for the ocean, and the joy he brought to those around him. But beneath the memories and the tributes, there was an undercurrent of disbelief and sorrow. How could such a vibrant life be ended so abruptly? For the local surfing community, Tomas's death was a stark reminder of the risks that come with their passion. While shark attacks are rare, they are a real danger, especially in the cold waters of Central California. The attack sparked conversations about safety, with surfers discussing ways to minimize the risk of encounters with sharks, such as avoiding the water at dawn or dusk when sharks are most active, or staying closer to shore. Authorities in Morro Bay took swift action in the aftermath of the attack. The beach was temporarily closed, and signs were posted warning of the potential danger. Marine biologists were brought in to study the area, trying to determine why the shark had ventured so close to shore and whether there was an increased risk of further attacks. Despite the heightened awareness and the precautions that were put in place, the reality of Tomas's death left a lasting impact on the community. The ocean, once a place of joy and recreation, now carried a sense of unease. For those who continued to surf and swim in the waters of Morro Bay, the memory of what happened to Tomas was never far from their minds. In the months that followed, Tomas's family worked to find some sense of closure. They knew that Tomas had died doing something he loved, but that knowledge did little to ease the pain of his loss. They found comfort in the support of friends and the community, who rallied around them in their time of grief. Tomas's death also served as a reminder of the power and unpredictability of nature. The ocean, with all its beauty and allure, is also home to creatures that command respect and caution. For those who venture into its depths, there is always a risk, however small, that something might go wrong. As time passed, the community of Morro Bay continued to grapple with the implications of Tomas's death. Surfing, an activity so integral to the town's identity, now carried a shadow of fear. Local surfers, once carefree and confident in their knowledge of the ocean, began to exercise greater caution. Many started using shark deterrent devices, while others chose to surf in larger groups, believing in safety in numbers. The attack also reignited debates about shark conservation and human activities in shark-inhabited waters. While some called for increased measures to protect surfers, others argued that the ocean is the shark's domain, and humans must learn to coexist with these powerful creatures. Tomas's family has since become advocates for ocean safety, hoping to prevent other tragedies like the one that took their beloved son and brother. They share his story, not to instill fear, but to encourage awareness and caution for those who, like Tomas, find peace and joy in the sea. The local community, united in grief, also sought to find ways to honor Tomas's memory. Surfers organized paddle-out ceremonies, a traditional way to pay tribute to fallen surfers. They formed a circle in the water, holding hands and offering flowers to the ocean, symbolizing their connection to the sea and to Tomas. These gatherings were both a memorial and a reaffirmation of their love for the ocean, despite the risks it holds. In the aftermath of the attack, discussions also began about implementing more comprehensive measures to monitor shark activity in the area. Some suggested deploying drones or underwater sonar systems to track sharks and provide real-time alerts to surfers and swimmers. The community, while still reeling from the tragedy, was determined to find ways to make the waters safer for everyone without disrupting the natural habitat of the marine life that called it home. As we remember Tomas Butterfield, we also reflect on the fragile nature of life and the importance of treasuring each moment. The ocean, with all its beauty and power, is a reminder of the vast, untamed forces of nature that we, as humans, can only begin to understand and respect. Tomas's story serves as a powerful reminder that while the ocean can bring joy and peace, it is also a realm of great power, deserving of our utmost respect. His memory lives on in the hearts of those who knew him and in the waves that continue to crash upon the shores of Morro Bay.